Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. Kind of an interesting clouds out here this morning. Not something you see every day out here. Every few years I get a family member coming up to me and saying, "Man, you've been sober for a long time. How come you're still doing the recovery thing?" Because I don't believe that we're ever totally recovered. Now I know what it says in the big book, that we recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. But it does not say that we recovered from alcoholism. For example, you have a headache, you take a couple Tylenol, and the headache is gone. You stop taking the Tylenol. You don't keep taking Tylenol after the headache is gone, correct? Well, that's the mindset of people who do not understand recovery from alcoholism and drug addiction. This is something that it's not curable. It's not something that I can fix in a matter of, time. It's an ongoing thing. The reasons for that, I don't totally understand. The problem is, for me, is that if I think I'm cured, well then that means I don't have a drinking problem anymore and I can go back to drinking. Well, you see where there's a problem with that? I ruined my life when drinking. And I don't care how cured I am, I can't go back to that. Because I've already proven to myself over and over and over again that I will ruin my life. It's not even 7 o'clock out here yet this morning, and I know that by noontime, if I were to pick up a drink right now, by noontime, I could really do some major amounts of damage to my life and the people that I care about around me too. My drinking doesn't just affect me, it affects people I care about. And I don't want to do that to me or to them anymore. Those days are behind me. But that requires me to do a few things. Nothing major. This is part of it right here, what I'm doing. I'm walking the beach and I'm talking about recovery. I'm thinking about recovery. I'm considering what it would look like if I were to pick up a drink. I'm keeping it real. I'm not allowing myself to be conned into thinking that I'm cured. And that keeps me on the beam. I have found, for me, I'm either in recovery 100% or I'm not in recovery at all. So what that means for me is that I need to stay 100% in recovery. So when people ask me, why are you still in recovery? Why are you still talking about it? Why are you still living this way? Because it's a way better way of life for me. And I don't ever want to go back to the old way that I was living. The way that I was living before was a painful, heartbreaking way to live your life. When I'm in recovery, you know what I'm doing? I'm experiencing serenity. I'm experiencing gratitude. I'm doing things for other people. I have become a trustworthy individual. Imagine that. Far from what I was before. Recovery has afforded me a way of life that I would never, ever want to give up. So after this many years of being in recovery, why do I still do it? Because I've still got the headache. That's why I'm still taking the Tylenol. Recovery is my medication for the illness that I have. which is called alcoholism. You see, it turns out that my drinking wasn't even really the problem. Drinking was the best solution I could come up with. Well, I have found a better solution. I'm still an alcoholic. I'm still an addict. The difference is the way that I live. The way that I live is the solution. You know, I know exactly what it feels like to be out there. If you're out there and you're looking for help, reach out. Reach out. If you're in recovery, my suggestion is stay in recovery. You know, they say keep coming back. I say just stay. Don't keep coming back, just stay. Coming back is difficult. Take it from me, I've done it. I know. Coming back is difficult. Just stay. Recovery is a way of life that, for me, it's second to none. Ain't a drink out there or a drug out there that can make me feel the way I feel today. Only God and recovery can do that. And you know, I mentioned God because God is a big portion of this. I was playing God for many, many years. You know, I was the one in charge of my life, and I made a mess of it. I'm so grateful that I was able to step out of the way and let God just take over. He makes such wiser choices than I ever did. I have to allow God into my life. He becomes the decision maker. So if you're struggling with staying in recovery, let me just say this. I've never heard anyone come back after a relapse talking about how wonderful it was. Never. It always gets worse. So don't keep coming back. Just stay in recovery. I hope I touched somebody today. I felt like I needed to say that. So just stay in recovery, folks. Hey, and thanks a lot for all the subscribers. You guys are fantastic. The people who comment and like and share. Oh, thank you so much. This is just too cool. I'm glad that I'm reaching some people. I want people to experience this life and get out of that ugliness. If it's anything like the ugliness I was living in, you're not going to survive that. Get in recovery and stay in recovery. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.